Hi, what's up, guys? Today is a very awesome day. Today is me trying my Italian accent out. Yeah, sounds kind of funny, but you gotta be real sometimes. So I figured I gotta do it like this. I'm not gonna read the letters like this, but I had to talk like this. So all silly aside, guys. No, silly not aside. Silly's in town to stay. Today was another awesome day. Slow going, but awesome nevertheless. I think after 2 years of wondering when will I ever be able to start writing my letters of encouragement again, today is the day. June 16th, 2015. I started writing a bunch of letters to different groups of people, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah. And I'll be going through letters 141 through 150. So, let us begin. I hope this was going to be encouraging to you, as it is always to me. Best of everything to you. August 3rd, letter 141. Dear friend, 1,000 letters I have committed to write, each one special, unique, and comes from my heart to yours. In short, life so far, I have lost in my life so far, I've lost many friends and family due to many different situations and circumstances. Yet, the only true difficult ones were when a few took their own lives. I realized that a mere word of encouragement could have averted the act. And so, this year, I decided to write 1,000 letters and fill them with encouraging things. Dreams and aspirations are in our hearts for a reason. So be courageous and bold. Act on the dreams and accomplish extraordinary in this life. The world needs people like you who do. As I go, I'd like to leave you with a challenge. Sit down this week and write a letter to someone who has impacted your life. Encourage them and send it off to them. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexi Katko. August 3rd, letter 142. Dear friend, every person on earth gets 24 hours a day. A few learn how to get the most of those hours. Most just trudge through them and always dread the future, yet referring to the good old times. The question arises, when do we live in the present? You see, when we learn to live in the present, a few things happen. One of which makes you question why you are here on earth, for what purpose, and what is your mission you need to accomplish. I'm not here to tell you or give you any answers. What I do want to accomplish is to challenge you to be bold and courageous in your pursuits of the truth and never give up. In 2009, I decided to answer a few of the above questions. It is 2013 and my journey still continues. And an exciting journey it sure is. Invigorating and exciting it sure is. Boldness and courage come to those who dare. And I wanted to encourage you to dare to be extraordinary. Believe in yourself, because I sure do. Extraordinary means different things at points of our lives. Right now, for me, it means to write 1,000 letters like these, heart to heart, from me to you, one stranger to another. I'd like to challenge you to write a letter this week to someone who has impacted your life. Encourage them and send it off to them. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexi Katko. August 3rd, letter 143. Dear friend, I would like to plant an idea in your head. What you think about most is exactly what you will get. What you put in, you get out. If you carefully think through your life, you will soon realize that your life was dictated by what you thought about. You were meant for greatness. Don't settle for less. I believe in your full potential, and what is left, I believe in your full potential, and what is left is for you to believe in the same about yourself. In June, I decided to act on a gut feeling to embark on the journey of writing 1,000 letters like this one, to encourage and challenge my fellow random American friends. So be bold and courageous. Be awesome. As I conclude this letter, I'd like to challenge you to write a letter to one person who has impacted your life. Get their address and send it off to them. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexei Katko. August 3rd, letter 144. Dear friend, 2 months have passed since I begun my journey of writing 1,000 letters. A wise person once said, one person can and does make a difference. You are one of those people, the kind that will leave ripples of change spread through the world. I write this letter to you to encourage you and challenge you to take those steps of impacting people around you. For with the measure you give, it will be given back to you. A few years ago, I wanted to impact people, so I decided to use my remodeling skills to help people and expect nothing in return. Weeks and months went by where food was scarce. As challenging as the return, as challenging as it was, the return I have been getting is much more than I ever dreamed of. To impact people takes courage and boldness, to do things differently than what everyone is used to. Just be the awesome you truly are. I'd like to leave you with a challenge this week. Sit down and write a letter to someone you love and who has impacted your life. Find their address and send it off. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexei Katko. August 4th, letter 145. Dear friend, in June, after one of my friends passed away at the young age of about 23, I decided to write 1,000 letters to people I never met, to encourage and challenge them to the next level of awesomeness in their life. Oh, excuse me, camera just kind of fell. Whoop. Sorry about that. Every one of us has some kind of skill or trait. Age does not matter because no matter the age, we all have skills to some level. I'd like to encourage you to figure out what you are good at and go help people with your newfound skill. Giving is more blessed than receiving. Be a blessing to those you love. In turn, it will come back in ways you never expected. Take some time this week and write a letter to someone you love, a person who has impacted your life. Encourage them, find their address, and send it off to them. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexei Katko. August 4th, letter 146. Dear friend, as I write this letter, I am sitting across the largest employer in Albany, New York, which is Albany Med, the building where hope resides and dreams are crushed. Our lives are but a vapor. We live 80 and then split. I don't want to go on about what happens after we die, but I do want to bring to your attention the time we do have, because life is so short. It is very worth figuring out what your personal mission in life is. We have been given the opportunity of life on earth, so let's be the kind of person who leaves an eternal impact. Your dreams, desires, and aspirations are given to you alone so that you can accomplish great things. Be bold and courageous in accomplishing your personal greatness. To be great means doing little things well. In June, I decided to write 1,000 letters of encouragement to people I never met, because we're all connected in some way, and we all need some encouragement. Put aside some time this week to write one letter to a person who has impacted your life. Encourage them. Get their address and send it off to them. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexei Katko. August 4th, letter 147. Dear friend, in June, I decided to write 1,000 letters of encouragement to people I never met. At times, I find myself fumbling for words, while other times, I can hardly keep up. I'll write whatever's on my heart, and even at this point, have no idea who will get this letter. To you, I'd like to say, very often, all we need to do is smile at a person to make their day. To others, make or give them a compliment. Become the kind of person who always encourages people. Build others, and you will be built up. Be bold and courageous. This week, find a moment where you can sit down and write a letter to someone who has impacted your life. Find their address and send it off. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as you live. Man, I just can't hold the camera today. Alexi Katko, or your random friend, Alexi Katko. I'll be getting a stand very soon. Woo! August 6th, letter 148. Dear friend, in June of this year, I had a moment of inspiration shot into my heart. The idea was to write whatever comes to my mind to 1,000 random people. I'd like to tell you that in life, people and circumstances will tell you the word impossible 100 times more than the word possible. Lies are very easy to believe in. Truth takes faith. Always remember that whatever you put in your mind to achieve, as long as you believe, you will achieve. Not even knowing you, I have written this letter to tell you that you can. Be bold and have courage in your pursuits. As this week progresses, set aside some time to write a letter to one person in your life who has impacted you. Encourage them, find their address, and send it off. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexi Katko. August 6th. Dear friend, not long ago I heard a quote. Change is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Things change and life goes on. However, change never happens unless you have created it in your mind first. I would like to challenge you to pay much more careful attention about how you think and what you think. As hard as this might be to believe, think and remember the past. And soon enough, you will realize everything you ever received are the very thing you thought or worried about the most. Always remember, change does not just happen to us. It is something we create, and then it happens. Not long ago, I decided to commit to write 1,000 letters to random people, encouraging and challenging to take the next step in boldness and courage. This following week, carve out 10 or 20 minutes to write a letter to a person who has impacted your life. Get their address and mail it to them. We all need some encouragement. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexi Katko. And for the final letter today, written August 6th at night to August 8th in the morning. So, yep, it took me quite a bit. I started at 10 and I finished past 12. I just could not put this one together. Dear friend, courage comes to those who are willing to take a step of boldness. A few months ago, for me, that step was to commit to write 1,000 letters to random people with a simple goal: to challenge and encourage people to take the next step in this journey we'll call life. From what we know, life is given to us but only once. And if lived well, then once is more than enough. You have been wonderfully created. Science still stands in awe of the human body. So have the boldness and courage to become outwardly who you are truly inwardly. I don't know if that's even a word. I believe in you so much that I write this letter to you in hopes you will know the truth and that it could set you free. Be bold, be awesome, be the change you want to see, become the person others want to be. Set aside some time this week and write a letter to a person who has impacted your life. Encourage them and send it off to them in the mail. Live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Your random friend, Alexi Katko. Now that completes the letter readings today. I'd like to thank you for coming along. I really hope that you were encouraged. I wish you the best. If you know anybody that does need some encouragement, or a little bit of encouragement, or a whole bunch, just send them this way. Subscribe and share. Until next time, signing out.